In Japan, the public are trusted to behave, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that was.
But you couldn't do that in London because nobody would pay.
Nobody would pay.
So how's Japan?
Oh, we've
That's
absolutely
brilliant.
loved it.
Yeah.
So we're actually here on our honeymoon. This is our last day. But
Yeah.
it's been.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
you.
It's
Yeah, we've
been amazing, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been wonderful.
What kind of image did you have of Japan before you come?
One that's very sort of deep within its culture and very proud of its heritage. One that's very sort of has a lot of focus on high technology at the same time.
Kind of, it's a nice sort of mix. Like we thought it was going to be, I hoped it was going to be like a sort of a mix between like kind of more past and present.
Yeah.
And what was the most memorable moment when you first arrived in Japan?
Well, memorable moment when we first arrived in Japan.
The flight was very long. I was very tired. But I mean, because we landed in Tokyo, everyth's just so big.
Yeah.
I mean, we did live in London for a little bit, but even then, it's just everything's
City's
like
huge.
Tokyo's huge, and like
Yeah.
everything is just.
Also, I think so. Like first day exploring, like how you have the temples just here in the middle of the city. It's really cool because you can be in like a metropolis, and then you walk like a couple of minutes, and suddenly you're somewhere that's existed for hundreds of thousands of years.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Been saying that it's kind of lived up to, exceeded our expectations of
Yeah.
Japan. Tokyo, Kyoto, and Nara, and then Osaka. I think before we came, I was thinking Kyoto was going to be my favorite city, and I think of the three, I don't know if people are going to be annoyed with me saying this, I think of the three, I actually
prefer
liked
Tokyo,
Tokyo
don't
the
you?
most.
I think we expected people in Tokyo to be a bit like people in like London, like
yeah, very business,
very
and
business
sort of
and a bit rude. But actually, they've been really friendly,
Everyone's
which
been so
we're really
friendly.
surprised with.
So that was interesting.
Nice.
And what was the hardest thing about traveling in Japan?
Oh, hardest thing about traveling.
Following the signs in train stations,
yeah.
we got lost a few
A couple of
times.
times we've been
I
doing
mean, like that's
loops.
one of the reasons that you said you like Tokyo so much is that there are signs everywhere. Whereas
Yeah.
the minute you're outside of Tokyo, it's not quite as easy. So yeah, we got lost a few times.
Yeah.
Do you feel the train rail is very complex in Japan?
I think once you get your head around it, it's
Yeah.
not so bad. When I went to America, New York was way worse, and that's all in
Okay.
English. That I still couldn't get my head around it. Whereas here, because everything's color coordinated, which is a bit like London.
That does help, the colours.
And what feel most different compared to your country?
So big things. My friend was asking me about this. I feel like in Japan, the public are trusted to behave, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, like, there's less restrictions, and like the idea of not having bins everywhere. So in the UK, there's bins everywhere, and people still just drop their litter.
So, yeah.
And whereas in Japan, obviously, there's less bins, and I understand the history behind why there's not as
Yeah.
many bins in Japan. But you can trust the public they have pride in their city almost, so they or where they're from, so they look after it, which is
Yeah,
nice. And that
no.
just we've been saying recently, even where we
Things
live.
like when we were in, I can't remember where it was. I think it was Kyoto, where you get on the bus and you don't pay until you get off the bus.
Oh, that was.
Like you couldn't do that in London because
No,
nobody would pay.
nobody would pay,
Whereas
yeah.
it's much more kind of trusting and so.
And like, there's things like even where we live, people don't pick up after their dogs, and like I've not seen one bit of dog poo.
It's the weird thing.
Anywhere. So it's just
Remember.
it's nice, but yeah,
It's just cleaner.
yeah.
Which is when especially in like Tokyo, that's like such a big, huge city. It's just so clean still.
Yeah.
So why did you choose to go to Japan as a honeymoon?
Well, that's a good question. I guess.
It was really you who suggested.
Yeah, so I probably wanted to come to Japan longer than Ellie has, and then when we were thinking about honeymoon destinations, so we both agreed we wanted to go somewhere that neither of us had been. So I kind of just floated out the idea of Japan, and then we
Started
went
making ramen.
Yeah.
Started
drew her
having
in with
sushi.
Japanese food, so I started trying to cook different Japanese food.
Yeah. But I think
out for it.
what I liked about Japan is it was somewhere so. It seemed like it was going to be somewhere so different. So I didn't want to kind of go and do like the same sort of things that lots of other people did. I wanted to go
Yeah.
somewhere different. And I got it like in the sense of like when people are like, oh, where are you going on your honeymoon? Or, oh, we're going to Japan. Everyone's like, wow, that's amazing. So I wanted that kind of wow factor, which I think Japan definitely has.
I think me being a bit of a cliche, I grew up watching like Dragon Ball and things like that. So like from like a young age, I've always had a bit of an interest. So it kind of suited all of our
like
wants and needs for a honeymoon.
I mean, we really loved Japan before, and we really have enjoyed being here.
It's been sort of like on our bucket list to come for quite a while, so we're really pleased to get off, but I'd say we just kind of love it more. I wouldn't say we've like our opinions necessarily changed. We had a good idea, we did a lot of research before coming, so I don't think it's necessarily changed. I think it's just we love it more.
It just improved.
And is there anything that you like to say to people who want to visit Japan?
Absolutely do it.
Yeah,
like
100%. It's
I think sometimes people get, because it is quite far away. I mean, it took us like 17 hours to get here. So I think sometimes people get a bit put off by that, and like flights are really expensive, but it's 100% worth it.
Yeah, it's
and
worth
once you're here, it's
every penny, cent, whatever your currency is, it's worth every second traveling. It's we've both said it's the best holiday we've ever been on, and it's, like I said, it's completely lived up to and exceeded our expectations. So couldn't recommend it more.
What do you think is the true charm of Japan?
Two things I would say, which is the history and culture. So and the pride that people have in that. So we've done a couple of tours, and the tour guides seem so passionate about talking about the history of their country and how it's come to be what it is, and also the food. The food is incredible. So when we were in Osaka, not yesterday, the day before, we did a food tour, and it was incredible. And then we were at the market earlier and had a bit of sushi, and so the fruit as well. The fruit in Japan is
just unbelievable.
So
I'm gonna be really sad to eat English strawberries. They're not going to be the same.
Do you have any message for Japanese viewer?
Just that your country's incredible. Thank you
very lucky to live here.
Thank you for having us for the 10 days that we've been here.
We'll definitely be back.
I
promise to get better at using the train next time.
And trying to speak the language
and trying to speak the language.
Apologies, there's been a lot of us just sort of hand gestures and trying to and pointing at things, so we'll try to be better guests in future.
Yes.
We're really looking forward to seeing you again.
Thank you.
Meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So how's Japan?
Japan is wonderful. I've been here for 2 months actually, from Hokkaido to Okinawa.
Oh really?
Yes, I've seen quite a lot.